Hi, this is Yaroslav from ShareMatch.com, and today we're going to take a look at how you can use SharePoint 2013 content search web part to show roll-ups of content from a variety of content sources on a SharePoint site. So traditionally in SharePoint 2010, you were able to return aggregated results or roll-ups of a particular content from one site collection. So in this case, for instance, I have a team site here, and let's say that's my root site collection on this particular web application, and I can return or search or roll up any content on this particular team site. If I have a community site here, in this case, it's a separate site collection underneath the sites. I can't really roll up content from community onto my team site. And traditionally, what happens is in some environments you may have project sites as a separate site collections. So obviously you cannot have a roll up of some information, a recently modified document, etc. Documents from those project sites on your root site. So in 2013, SharePoint, that's been changed. Now what you have is a content search web part. So let's take a look at how we can use that web part to return data from multiple site collections. So I'm going to add this particular page, and I'm just going to add the web part right on the bottom here underneath the documents. And that's under content roll-up, content search. Let's take a look at the configuration of this particular web part. The configuration is pretty much the same. The key option here is to change the query and actually define your query. So in this case, I want to show in my search service application that I already completed the full crawl. So all of my information has been on all of my site collection has been searched and is available. Without that, you won't see any results showing up in the query builder here. And this is another cool concept here. The query builder, traditionally you would have to know Camel to actually construct queries, but now Microsoft have given us this query builder to actually easily in a user-friendly fashion construct a query. So in this case, there is certain content or result sources already predefined for us, and those are, as Microsoft thinks, are the most commonly used result sources. You can create your own result source. Basically, all result source is essentially another subquery that narrows down your results by a particular type of content. So in this case, a document or a page, and etc. So we can take a look at some of those existing result sources and see what's the query that was used to define this particular result, or we can build our own result source. So in this case, we're just gonna use one of the existing ones. We're gonna use recently changed documents, and we're gonna change this to do not restrict by any locations, so that'll return results from everywhere. As you can see right away in the preview panel, it'll give you all of the results from anywhere, just kind of like a preview of all of the items out there, not restricted by any location, and just recently changed items. If we want to show just wiki pages, then we can use this result source to only sort by wiki pages. So let's leave wiki pages and switch to refiners. So the refiners here are really the managed properties available for you to filter on. So for instance, if the wiki page has particular types of metadata, that metadata is presented for us here to filter on. So for instance, if you want to modify it by a particular by who has authored the wiki page or by a particular date, you can do it from here. If you change this from wiki page in this case to, let's say, a page, you will see more refiners applicable to a page and not to a wiki. So if you have some sort of a custom content that has a custom metadata on it, you will see the refiner with that metadata right here. So that's handy. And in this, there's some additional settings for us here, and where we can see the actual query is right in the test window here. So I'm going to click OK here. And a couple of items that are worth mentioning here are the number of items to show and also display templates. So there's a variety of display templates available for you. There's a list with paging, and if it's a picture, there's a slideshow, and also how they're going to be rendered. So whether the picture, if it exists, is going to be on the left or on the top, etc., etc. So that's some of the basics of the content search Web part, very exciting. Web part. Traditionally, you would have to use a third-party tools to achieve the same results. Now it's available out of the box for you, and it has quite powerful capabilities. So stick around for more screencasts on SharePoint 2013 at my blog or YouTube channel.